Hey, Gary Baker here with 30minutemarketing.net. By the time we get to the end of this quick video, you're going to know exactly how to use and how easy it is to use the best dot-to-dot tool that I found to date. The dot-to-dot tool I'm talking about is dot-to-dot Crazy. It's part of Puzzle Publishers, as you see here on the screen. You see here tool number 1, tool number 2, which is Word Search Crazy. I'm talking about tool number 3 here, which is dot-to-dot Crazy. There's a link in the description. You can head over to the sales page, check out all the tools, but I'm going to show you exactly how easy it is to use tool number 3, which is dot-to-dot Crazy, by actually making a dot-to-dot in this video. So let's jump over to the members area and check it out. So here we are in the member dashboard. Click on software to access the software. Of course, if you want to see all the tools here displayed and how they work, there'll be a card up here in the right hand corner. You can click that and check it out. Right now what we're doing is we're going to go in here and build a dot-to-dot inside of dot-to-dot Crazy. So it's going to load up, and what we're going to do is we're going to load up the outline image. And I have a nice little pig that I want to use. So we'll go ahead and load him up. There he is. We'll bring up the transparency. And then, of course, right down here, you're going to go ahead and you're going to fire up the number of dots. We're going to fire up about 45 dots just to see what happens. Detect edges, go clockwise. We're going to show the dots, show the numbers. We're going to create the dots. You're going to see how quick that created the dots right around the image. And at this point, you just find where your starting point wants to be, and you simply just start moving the dots and the numbers to where you want them to be, so your pig looks like a pig. And of course, the thing is, you can get overly crazy with adding these dots in. But the thing is, you simply just move them around. Like, for example, here, this is probably too many dots. So we'll bring this out right here. Bring this down. Bring 37 over here. Bring 34 in here. Now 30, you can see 34, 33, 34, and 35. They're a little too close. So what you can do is you can just right-click your mouse button, and you can see they disappeared. If you wanted to add that back in, you could double-click on 33. And it'll come back in. Again, watch 34, he's going to disappear when I right-click my mouse. Now we got a little extra room there to make that more visible. Of course, you could move 34 down here to get it away from that little squiggly hair. Then you come over here, keep moving this, move 29 around. Go up here, play around, get 28 where you want it. Move 27 up here, it's going to get too close. Of course, you can play around with this. Move these numbers where you want. It's part of the fun, part of the challenge, but it's super easy with this tool to go ahead and create something like this. Just as simple and easy as that right there. Go ahead and bring this down into his mouth. Get super creative, bring it around, figure this out right here, how you want it to look, where you want the numbers to be. Again, bring this down, bring 16 up. This can be as detailed or as not if you want. What we'll do is we'll just bring 16 here. This little basket here, we'll just leave that right there. We'll just trace his arm, come down to his foot. Move this 13 right here. Bring this 11 down a little further. We'll just make that look like that. We'll drop that in. Right here, again, bring these down. Get 6 over here, move your 5 up here, bring them around there, get the little squiggly tail right there. We'll leave that so you can see it. Bring the 4 up here. Make sure we're staying on track with these numbers. Come up to number 3, come up to number 2. Then our starting point will be right here, number 1. It's a good starting point. Bring 44 right there. Then basically what we'll do is we'll just come around the house right there. Then of course you can see right here that you can remove the lines. Now you have a dot around that image. Of course, if you wanted to make that a little transparent, you could just do that right there. You could bring in the transparency so you could still see it a little bit, maybe like a trace, or you could leave it as bright as you want to. And of course, you can download that by clicking Download PNG. And when you open that up, you're going to have your dot-to-dot image that you can see right there. So here's the thing as well, and this is the power of dot-to-dot Crazy that I'm going to show you right now, is this inner image that you see. What we can do with this inner image is we can remove the outer edge and just leave the eyeballs and the little details like the hands and the squiggly hairs. So what we can do is we can use another tool inside of Puzzle Publisher's member area to go ahead and edit that out. So what we'll do is we'll go back to the software tools and we'll go into the Daisy editor. Inside the Daisy editor, what we're going to do is we're going to upload that pig again. And now we have the pig inside of the Daisy editor, and what we want to do is we want to erase. And what we want to erase is this outer edge right here, because we don't want that to show up when they're doing the tracing, or they're doing the dot to dot. That's the entire point of the dot to dot. And to save a little bit of time, I'm just going to show you what it would look like if I just do the big pieces right here inside of Daisy editor. Because, I mean, you get involved in the detail in this, you can really make it complicated. So I'll just show you what it'll look like real quick just by taking out a few big pieces right here. So you can see exactly what I'm talking about, how all this detail is going to stay. And then, of course, once that is erased, you just go ahead and download that. You'll see that downloaded here in the left-hand corner. Now you'll go back into your dot to dot crazy, and at this point what we're going to do is we're going to load an inner image. And that inner image is the image that we just created in the Daisy editor. And of course that image is loaded up, but the thing is you didn't see it because it is behind it. So what you can do is you can grab it and drag it over and you can see it. So you can see the lines that we edited out inside the Daisy editor. So what we're doing now is, of course, we're going to line those images up so they're perfectly aligned. And then what you're going to do is play with the image transparency to get the image transparency the way you want it for the inner image or the outer image and then the inner image. And we'll line that out. We'll get rid of these lines so you can see what I'm talking about right here. Now you can see that that outer line is going away. Let me see if I can show you that again real quick because sometimes it's hard to see. So I'll go ahead and bring the outline image all the way up. So the transparency is 100%, meaning you can see the image, or the transparency is at 0 in this case. So you can see this line. So pay attention here between 36, 35, and 34. You see that line right there. What we want to do is we want to bring that line away. So for example, now we have a true dot to dot. So there is no line there. And then down here at the bottom, 11, 10, 9, and 8 over to 7, you can see that that's gone away. But then the other detail is still remaining. So you can see that now you've created a more true dot to dot in the fact that it doesn't have an outer edge. It is a connect the dot to figure out what the design is. Of course, you could, again, edit out all this other detail, make this more detailed as far as your dot to dot goes. And then what you can do is you can select down here. You can take away the inner image if you just wanted a true dot to dot with nothing in it. This could come in handy for certain types of images. Of course, you bring in the inner image again. If you were to get rid of the outline image right there, you can see that that'll go away. And you don't have to worry about the transparency at all. And then you can just download that again. Down in the left-hand corner, puzzledots.png. We'll go ahead and we'll open that. Now you can see that we have a true dot to dot with that outer edge where we erased it in the Daisy editor is missing. And we'll bring up the first image that we did with the full outer image. And then again, compare 33, 34, 35, 36. You can see the line is missing. Again, a true dot to dot to fill in the image over here, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. You can see the line is missing, whereas over here it wasn't missing. So really, this wasn't a dot to dot. It was just an image with a bunch of dots on it, whereas this is a true dot to dot, where they'll have to complete the image to see exactly what it is. Of course, like I said, inside the Daisy editor, you could erase some more of this detail, play around with it. But again, to compare those two images, how quick and easy that was inside of the dot to dot crazy builder. Again, outline image, inner image, create the dots, move them around, use the Daisy editor to actually do the erasing. We never had to leave Puzzle Publisher's interface. We stayed right here in the membership area. We erased our inner image. We uploaded it into our inner image and had our outer image. We created our dots. We downloaded it. And again, you can see them right there side by side. with the outer outline image, without it, and a true dot to dot. Again, check this tool out with all the other tools, 6 tools in total. Link in the description. Click that. You'll land here on this page, be able to get instant access by clicking this button that literally says get instant access. If this video was helpful, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget 30-minute timer here on the end screen. Click that, subscribe to the channel. More awesome videos just like this one here on the end screen. Click those, keep watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.